Greetings, this is Skylar Saunders Singh. What's current? Now, this is a very interesting story that I'm just pulling up because I just heard the craziest words a few hours ago. The governor of Pennsylvania called the Philadelphia Eagles America's team, and I had to laugh because that is the most absurd thing I've ever heard in my life. This coming from a city that says man identified charged after two women shot during Philadelphia Eagles Super Bowl 59 parade, police say. Now, I know it may not have anything to do with the Eagles per se, but it's about their culture of the fans, of the team, and everything that goes with it. Philadelphia, if you see it on charts, the crime levels are so high, it's ridiculous. The closest thing would be what goes back to the 70s is the Dallas Cowboys, Andretti. Andretti says, wouldn't it be the Patriots? Patriots are probably in the number 2 slot if they were to be America's team. But it's the Cowboys. The Cowboys have been the America's team for nearly or over 50 years. So I think with with the governor's misspeaking, with him misspeaking about the Eagles being the America's team, it just goes to show you how delusional these fans are. How we're going for 3. We're going to have 3 Super Bowl wins. We're going to have 3 championships. We're going to go back to back. We're going to do all this. It's like, all right. But when you have a city that is so mired down in crime and ridden with all kinds of different acts of violence, it's a struggle to say that Eagles are America's team because of the city that they represent. Philadelphia is part of some of the best power structures and corporations. I think Comcast is either headquartered there or is one of the main one of the great mainstays of the company is included in Philadelphia. You have the Museum of Art, you have the Rocky statue, you have all these different things, you have the cheesesteak, you have all that's cute, that's fine. But the Eagles are not America's team. That's a fact. That's the truth. That's a reality. The Dallas Cowboys have 5 rings. I think they're the third, or they're tied with San Francisco 49ers with 5 rings, and the Patriots have, and the Patriots and the Steelers both have 6. If I'm correct, I may be incorrect on that. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they should be the America's teams. That definitely Cowboys is definitely in the speech for having to be America's team because of the 70s and the 90s. The 90s was crazy. They won 3 championships during that time period. All they need is restructuring. They need restructuring of everybody from the top down. Maybe Jerry Jones needs to sit down. Maybe he needs to, hand the team over to another owner. I don't know. You tell me. You let me know. I think that, there definitely needs to be a coach. Coach Deion Sanders was saying, it's a wonder. It's a blessing to get a call from Jerry Jones. It's wonderful. It's great. It's an honor. But, I'm dealing with these Buffaloes down here in Colorado, and I'm feeling, really good as a coach. And he's doing well. He's doing very well. He has winning seasons. But if he goes on to the Cowboys, let's see what happens. That would be extraordinary. Who knows what's in the cards? I said this before. I see the Cowboys winning next year. I don't know how. I don't know why. I want to have a reason. I want to be grounded in truth and in reality to say the Cowboys are going to go to the Super Bowl. Wizard says, I would love to see the Cowboys or Commanders go to the Super Bowl. Salute to you, Wizard. Salute to you, sir. Yeah, so at this point it has to be the Cowboys. They have to get back and get 6 rings. They have to do that. I think it would take a lot of effort to for that to happen. I don't see that really coming down the pike, but it would have to be something extraordinary for them to do. It would have to be a feat of great ability and will. That's what it would have to be. I think with the Eagles, they're the only team that I know of all sports, not just football, hockey. They're the ones with a jail. A jail. How do you have a jail where on your stadium? I don't think they will. Yeah, I don't think they will either. But one can only dream. Philadelphia sucks. Well, they won a Super Bowl, so I have to give them credit on that. You can't really say the Philadelphia sucks. They're actually a pretty strong team. The Cowboys need new owners. Yeah, I think you have to get Jerry Jones out of there and let him bow out gracefully. Let him have his swans and to go away with his dignity and his honor beneath him. I think that would be really cool. I think that would be awesome. If you could just say, you know what, I'm a little older now. I should just be retiring. I should just sit back, count my money, because he's got, I think, hundreds of millions, if not billions of dollars. Bubblecott, where is your wrench? Where is my money? Everybody that has a wrench has either brought somebody into the table, like Andretti and Wizard and Rick James, Mr. Rick James, or they paid me. You got to pay up. It's at least, I say, give me $20 and I'll give you a wrench, Bumbleclot. You see my Cash App is at the top. All you have to do is send me a Cash App, $20, bam, you're in there. You got a wrench. That's where your wrench is, Bumbleclot. I know you're feeling envy right now because Wizard and Andretti have their wrenches, but you got to earn it. They earned it. You got to earn it. So, yeah, I was just looking at, I just typed in, I just give some curry goat and Bumbleclot. But I just typed in Philadelphia parade violence. That's all I put in, and it came up. I was like, God damn, like, really? It actually is true. Like, they were really like tussling. It was two women. One woman was shot in her leg, and another one was shot in her upper thigh. And the man was brought in, to custody, of course. And for reckless endangerment with a firearm and a whole slew of other charges. But that's the nature of Philly. Philly is a violent place. You can't hide it. It's a fact. I think the numbers, the violence has gone down in a few years, but overall, it's a very, very hectic, very violent, very forceful place to be. Yeah, the streets are very small. Yeah, that's true. And yeah, Philly is a hole. Yeah. Well, not all of Philly. It's like most places. Like Philly, some of the neighborhoods are actually should be flattened and started over. Just like in Chicago, some places in Atlanta, some places in New Orleans, places in Los Angeles. It's the same thing. Yeah, the hood basically. That's it. It's the same kind of idea. So I think with Chappelle said a joke that was pretty funny and serious and true. That's how talented and gifted and brilliant he is. He said, now he was in DC. He was like, now he's from DC. He's from the DC area. He said, now DC has had its problems throughout the years. We all know about Baltimore. Baltimore is still having those problems. It's still having those problems. Yes, facts. Arab, the smartest man from Philly. Why is he the smartest man from Philly? Didn't he get locked up? Isn't he locked up? Arab? I'm not sure, but we were just talking about Philly. We were just talking about the man who unalive himself, the other Tech Nine, not the Tech Nine from Missouri. Bumbleclot smuggles oxtails from overseas. Y'all are going in on each other. I see it. Pause. But yeah, it just struck me. I just it just said I'm gonna just roll out, go in on this whole idea of calling the Eagles America's team. Where do you get this? What kind of nerve do you have to call the Philadelphia Eagles America's team? And every other team is laughing at that because they're like, even the worst Cowboys are like, no, they're still America's team. Don't get it confused. The Cowboys are still America's team. Don't mess that up. I mean, come on. I can't stand the Cowboys once, I look at them going with their blue and silver and white, but they're still America's team. They got the best cheerleaders. They got the best, Super Bowl. Not Super Bowl. They got the best stadium in the league. I don't know. It's funny. Over the New England Patriots and Commanders and Cowboys. What are you saying over, Wizard? No, Jerry destroyed the Cowboys' legacy. I don't know if he destroyed the Cowboys' legacy. He's deteriorating it. He's making it deteriorate. I can say that. He hasn't completely decayed it. It's decaying, but it's not completely decimated yet. I would love to see new management, though. I would love to see new coaches. The players are cute. It's fun. Oh yeah, we got to get the number one draft, and we got to get the best draft. We got see who's the best. We did that 2017. They had good seasons. They had winning seasons where they're like 12-5. I think they were like 11 and 6 one time, maybe 10 and 7 a few times, but I can't see them being anything. I can't without management. They need new management. Do you think Jay-Z will walk away from the NFL with a team? And if so, what team do you see him being the owner of or part owner of? I don't think Jay-Z's going to walk away from his NFL position. And I don't think he's going to own a team either. He's not going to own a team, and he's not going to be anything apart from what he is right now. He's going to definitely champion the fact that he is sovereign, and that Goodell. I hope Goodell's not treating him like a pet. He's not like saying, "Yeah, that's my Negro. That's my good Negro. Are you good Negro?" And Jay-Z's not like, "Yeah, I sure is, boss. I sure is." No, that's not Jay-Z's style. He's like on his own. He's like, "Look, I'm gonna take over the Super Bowl halftime show. I can curate this. I can make this believable. I can do the best with this. I can definitely do this up." So that is the beauty of reality when it comes to Jay-Z. I'm going to be completely honest. I feel like Jay-Z likes different genres of music. So for next year, he needs to bring out some Caucasians. He may. I think Jelly Roll is going to be up there. I really do see Jelly Roll being up there. I seen Jay-Z listen to Frank Sinatra one day. Yeah, he sampled Frank Sinatra for the Blueprint 2 that I know of. He sampled it for My Way. He sampled My Way by Frank Sinatra. I heard they're going to have a Gigi Allen hologram next Super Bowl. That was clever. I might break the rules and say if you have a really clever line, because that was crazy. No room for you. Could you imagine? No room for you. No room for you. That would be insane. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. They actually had that. Gigi was racist. I know that's what I'm saying. He said no room for you. He was talking about blacks. He was talking about browns and reds and yellows. Everybody with white. Brown, black, red, and yellow. Everything but white. Hologram pooper at the crowd. Yeah, that'd be wild. I would love to see Iggy Pop on stage. Yeah. Was he like 73 years old? I don't know his actual age. I can look it up right now, but he's like fit. He's like heroin addict, skinny. He's 70. I took some years off him. He's 77. God damn. And he's still jumping around the stage, bare chested, paws. I think Gigi was just a troll. Yeah, I think he was just trolling. Iggy Pop is still in shape for his age. Him and Lenny Kravitz. Yeah, look at Lenny. Yeah, that's funny that you should say that. That's funny that you should say that. I am the passenger. Okay, I don't know what the hell you're talking about now. I don't know what you mean. You mean that you are the passenger. But yeah, so that just kind of irked me a little bit. I was like, America's team, really? The Eagles? Come on now. That was cute. That was a reach, as we call it. That was a reach. Oh, I'm the passenger. Oh, I know about was it search and destroy? I am the world's forgotten boy, the one who searches to destroy. What the hell? Iggy Pop and the Stooges. It is getting on my nerves right now. What is it saying? I'm trying to see what it says. I'm a street-walking cheetah with a heart full of napalm. I'm a runaway son of the nuclear A-bomb. I am the world's forgotten boy, the one who searches, and destroys. Honey, gotta help me, please. Somebody gotta save my soul. Baby, detonate for me. Yeah, they had some hits. That was the first time I was introduced to him. It was on a video game, BMX. Yeah, I remember there was a remix to B.O.B. by Outkast on a BMX video game from PlayStation way back in early 2000s. It's like 2002 maybe even earlier. It could be 1999. I don't know. I like Gimme Danger and I Want to Be Your Dog by him and the Stooges. Yeah. Did Phil Coleman ever perform at the Super Bowl? I don't even know who Phil Coleman is. Who's Phil Coleman? Is that somebody's real name instead of their stage name? He was a soccer player, though. What are you talking about? Phil Collins. I don't know. I'll look it up. Phil. Super Bowl 34 looks like it is. It was a few people. Christina Aguilera, Enrique Iglesias, Phil Collins, and Tony Braxton. So they all combined. That's pretty amazing that they let Kendrick Lamar just be by himself. I kind of applaud that. I'm kind of happy at the fact that they allowed him to be by himself. That he didn't bring out anybody. He was the only person they performed with was SZA, and that was understandable. They were label mates. They are like brother and sister. I'm using voice chat. Okay, I got you. Yes, it should always be a mixture of artists. I don't think so. I don't think it should always be. I like the one of the facts that I liked about the Kendrick Lamar act was that only SZA was the performer that came out besides him. I actually like that fact. Kendrick is the king of the Zest Coast. Oh boy, here we go. I love Kendrick, but I don't feel like he was there enough. He hasn't done enough to be there on the stage. His catalog is still small. Wizard is saying that I think he had long enough catalog for the show. He had 10 songs, and from what I gather from my favorite fiction writer that's living right now, Ture, he had 7 out of 10 songs that he owned outright. I guess he owns the publishing and the masters too. I still don't know how that the whole music game is weird and strange and structured all kinds of kooky ways. There's 360 deals. There's all kinds of different ways that the company's going to get the money. Don't worry about it. The artist might get a little bit of crumbs here and there, but the company's definitely going to get paid. It's just the reality. His biggest hit is Humble and Not Like Us. True. I think he needs more. And don't forget All Right. All Right was his big hit too. I think he needs more of those songs and like DNA as well as the audience can vibe with. Yeah, DNA inside my beat and Nate. Yeah, that's true. I do agree with that part. But All Right, DNA, Poetic Justice, even though I was with Drake, Poetic Justice, and a few more. I can't think of. But it was completely memorable. I just have to keep riding on pause. This governor of Pennsylvania, Josh Shapiro. America's team? No, sir. You are delusional. You are dippy. You are downright, completely out of it. Completely out of it. Humble was originally it should be Humble. Humble was originally supposed to be a Gucci Mane song. I didn't know that. He'd have probably floated on that. I would imagine. Gucci Mane is in the pocket. He's one of the hardest working people, smartest working. I should say, smartest working people in the industry. He's done records with pop stars. He's done really street records. He's done, and multiple studio albums, mixtapes, everything. Gucci Mane is the truth. Maybe he said that because Philadelphia wants the city of brotherly love. That's what I'm saying. And I'll say that because it still is the city of brotherly love technically, but it hasn't shown that. It's ironic. It's irony that shows that the city of brotherly love is full of hatred and malice, towards one another. That's the reality that is being shown. So I think with all the different ways that anybody could have said something of sensibility, that would have been the time to do it. That would have been the opportune time to say that Philadelphia is not. You could have said, "While we love our Eagles, they're really not the America's team." Then he'd have been booed, but it'd have been the truth. At least he would at least committed to the truth. I mean, there's so many other teams that could have been named besides the Cowboys. Of course, the Cowboys are America's team. I think they have that copyrighted. Let me make sure. You put in anywhere there. You put in America's team. The first thing that comes up is the Dallas Cowboys, and then the second thing is what Governor Shapiro said. So he's dippy, dumb, and delusional for saying that. Really delusional. Well, I thought you were a cow. No, you thought wrong. I'm nobody's fan. I'm a supporter of the Cowboys. I support them most of the time. I remember there was a game with the Carolina Panthers where Cam Newton was going to get some kind of a record breaking. He's going to break some kind of record. I was cheering for the Carolina Panthers and not the Cowboys. Now, any fan is diehard and will only cheer for the Cowboys and any other team that defeats the Eagles. That's what they cheer for. That memorabilia is my father's room. That's my father's room. It's not my room. This is my room. This is the blue wall room. This is like my space, not the social network. But you. Oh, okay. Wizard says, oh, okay. Yeah, so that was the reality of that. So and that was almost a year ago. God damn. Jesus. That was over a year ago. I was in the Cowboys room. It's over a year. Does the blue point keep you calm? A blue paint, excuse me. They say psychologically the blue paint, green paint, blue paint, lighter tones, they have a effect on your psychology. I mean, I haven't noticed it. I haven't really said, "Oh my gosh, I feel so relaxed now that I'm in my room." But I mean, it may be. It would be different if it was like fire engine red. I mean, it would just be a different kind of space. But, yeah, you do have a wrench, so you can ask as many questions as you like, Wizard. But I think with Governor Shapiro making that bold-faced lie, saying the Philadelphia Eagles are America's team, and they haven't won even 3 championships. I can see 2. Okay, so you got 2, but you haven't even won 3, much less 5 or 6. New England has 6. Pittsburgh has 6. Cowboys have 5. San Francisco has 5. Green Bay has 4. New York has 4. Kansas City has 4. Denver has 3. Let's see. A lot of 2s. Miami Dolphins have 2. The Rams have 2. The Colts have 2. The Ravens have 2. The Buccaneers have 2, and the Philadelphia Eagles have 2. And Seattle Seahawks won. Chicago Bears won. New York Jets won, and New Orleans Saints won. So that's the breakdown. Cowboys is in the top 3. All they need is one more win to tie for 6 wins apiece. And the Eagles are way down in number 2 land. Did you see that Tesla stock took a hit? I did not see that. I don't follow the trades that much. I get to listen to it sometimes, the morning bell and stuff like that during the week. But I don't really pay attention to it because I like what Mr. Choice Train says. I don't gamble with my money. I gamble with my life. So that's how I do it. I know. I want to know everything. I want to know what you can and cannot do. How do you get out of loopholes? How do you understand the market and how it functions? I would love to do that, but I have no idea what the hell is going on. I don't know why prices drop. I don't know why the point system is set up the way it is. I remember the origins of the Wall Street in the stock market. It was literally just a few men standing outside of this place around. I think it was a walnut tree or something like that, some kind of a tree, and they just figured out a way, devised a plan to make the stock exchange or something like that, and that was in New York City. If I'm right, I could be making like BS, but you fact check me if you like. That's how much I understand of it. The Buttonwood Agreement. Maybe it was the Buttonwood Dream. After World War One, New York City and Wall Street became the world's most powerful financial center. Whenever New York sneezes or America sneezes, the world catches a cold. You ever hear that? I got that from Dr. Fargray, who got that from somewhere else, but that's where I got it from. I got it from him. But anyway, let me reiterate. The Philadelphia Eagles are not America's team, and they never will be. Ever. They will never be. That was he must have been with that little Uzi Vert, and he might have been chilling with him and doing some special stuff, but he was totally out of line with that, totally out of line. He was completely without any sense of what he was saying. The Eagles are not America's. Then that means that you're disrespecting the Patriots. You're respecting the Steelers, which could be America's team, because those are really the backbone of America, along with the Dallas Cowboys. The Patriots, because of the New England area was the site of mainly most of the war, of the Revolutionary War. That should be the patriotic way of saying it. They have Patriots Day. That's when the races run, the Boston races run. You have the Steelers, the Steel Town, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, that helped build this country. It supplied the steel to create the skyscrapers on the skylines across the country. They had them on rails. They had them on trucks. They had them on all kinds of things. They made bridges. They made railroads. They made all kinds of things like that. And of course, the Dallas Cowboys. What is Dallas? Texas, Dallas, oil. Anybody? Oil. That's America right there. We are the largest producer of oil in the world. We are. Let me say, we are the shit. We're the shit. America is the greatest because of our founding ideals, because of the documents that instilled in us what we could be, because of the Declaration of Independence predominantly, and of course the Constitution, which needs to be retooled and rejiggered in a lot of ways. But the Declaration of Independence, we hold these truths to be self-evident that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, and among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Kind of got that chopped up, but still, I understand what I'm saying. It's wild. It's a wild situation. It's a very wild situation. So I think with these words that were spoken, I mean, just the fact that there was violence, there was, force being taken, had to have. I mean, I know other cities have experienced, parades and them getting shot up and people getting harmed in some way. I know that. I'm just saying that in this instance, with the governor saying that the Philadelphia Eagles our the America's team, that was just a blatant and false assertion, completely, completely without merit, completely without any standing whatsoever. So I'm gonna put it back up here, man. So it shows that the Super Bowl parade they couldn't even enjoy the Super Bowl parade. Couldn't even enjoy the parade because somebody wanted to do some, extracurricular and do something against somebody or two other people, two women. That's what we're dealing with right now. That's the reality in which we live. I think the Cowboys should be the face of America. Yeah, I do too. I just think they are. I mean, I'm not saying this to be biased or anything. I just the sense of what Dallas Cowboys represent. They don't. They rarely, if ever, play dirty. Eagles have always known to be playing dirty, and they had that tushy pushy stuff. Pause. That tush push brotherly love thing that they do. That formation they do. I mean, it's like whatever. Man. They are a strong team. I have to give them their credit. They are a strong team. It's the reason why they won the Super Bowl handedly. They damn near crushed them like they did the Commanders. But that was expected. That was expected. That was like, well, if they're going to do that to Commanders, what are they going to do with the Super Bowl? They're going to keep that momentum running. And the Kansas City Chiefs, most of the season, most of the games was like 17, 19. They won 19 to 17, but 2 points, 23 to 15, 8 points. It's not like a whole margin of scores. It's like a wide margin. And what I need for y'all to do is to tell more people to subscribe. I'm not seeing my subscriptions go up. I have to see my subscriptions grow. I appreciate you all for being in here for being a part of this greatness of me. But you have to tell other people to subscribe in order for me to continue to do this. I'm not doing this for my own, just for willy nilly, just to do it. Hey, let me get on the camera. I'm doing this for a business. It's for money. This is actual money that I can actually generate with YouTube. I'm only gained donations through YouTube, but I can also get ad revenue through as well. So that's what I'm doing. Wasn't talking to Jerry stepping down or selling the Cowboys. Wizard, you tell me about this. Tell me about this. How many people have you told to subscribe to my channel? Before I answer that question, how many people have you told to say, "Hey man, you gotta subscribe to this silly nigga"? He don't. Sometimes he doesn't even seem like he knows what he's talking about, but he has ideas and perspective. How many people have you told? Be honest. You're gonna be like 30 or something stupid like that. But yeah, this is all for money. This is all money grab. It's a money grab. But I have to put in the work. I had to put in the work. I had to study the article. I had to put in all that. I had to do all that. So I'd appreciate it if you put in the numbers for me. It's a value for value system. You give value for me, show your value for this platform, show your value for this for what I do. I will give you value. It's a value for value. I told three of my coworkers. One lady at my job told me, "Why are you supporting an atheist who is mentally ill?" That's a very good question. You say because he wants to get his money. That's why. That's what you. Did you tell her that? What'd you tell her? What'd you say to her? Don't sugarcoat it either. Say exactly what you meant when you said to her when she said that. What'd you say to her? I would love to know. I told her I like your perspective on certain topics. Well, I appreciate that, and I appreciate you for being honest. As honest as I can tell. I can't really, verify what you said, but I go by your word. You seem like you're a man of your word. But okay, let's get back to it. Eagles are not America's team and never will be. The Philadelphia Eagles are not America's team and never will be. Never. They can win 17 championships back to back to back to back to back, all the way through, and they'll still not be America's champion, America's team. It doesn't matter what they try to say, whatever they try to pull. They're not America's team, and there's nothing they can do about it. Nothing they can do about it. Nothing. Did the Eagles go to the Super Bowl 2024? No. Or was it? I have to look it up. Hold on. You got a ring, so I'm looking it up. It was the 49ers. Last year was the 49ers. In 2024. Last year was the 49ers. So we got three people in here. Alan Wallace. We're not trying to be an Americans team, but we better than the Cowgirls for 30 years. That was cute. That was cute. Alan Wallace, are you familiar with I think when Dak Prescott and damn, their names aren't sticky. What's his name? What's his goddamn name? Ezekiel Elliott. Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott came in. They revolutionized the game for a few years, and they kind of went south after that. For those few years, they were going well. I think they were like 12-5 for a few times, like I said earlier. Wiz says, I don't watch football anymore. Basketball, it's all a game to keep us distracted. Plus, it's fixed. Star said he heard Jay-Z paid $100 million for Beyonce Grammy win. He could do it. He's got the money. If you can't get in, pay for it. I mean, not for me. Everything I have, all the subscriptions I have, I did not pay for. They all are organic. Alan Wallace, how many donations have you sent in already, sir? Casey, how many donations have you ever sent in, sir? F off. We don't want to be an American team. Dallas always has the NFL and the media pushing them for 30 years like they're America's team. They're not. They suck. This year, they did not do well. That is apparent. But the reality is that they are still America's team. They're the face of any team. They're any team. Not even the NFL. All the teams. Not the Lakers. Not the Red Wings. Not the Yankees. Not any of them. The Cowboys. The Cowboys are the most the highest paid, the most expensive team in all of sports across the world. You can look that up. They have a net worth of over $10.1 billion. And that's exactly why they need to have their management, their coaches, Their players, everything needs to be rearranged so they can warrant that much money. They're the most they're the most the highest regarded in terms of dollars the team on the face of the planet. That's not to say that they have great quality, but they do have great money behind them. Ye got this line when he said, "All you Mario, it's all a game." I think that's what Kendrick was trying to go after too, with the PlayStation controller, the X, the triangle, the circle, and the square. Or he might have been playing somewhat on Squid Game, the Squid Games. Is that what it's called? Squid Games? So I guess KC wanted to jump in and jump out real quick. He didn't even answer my question. Alan Wallace wanted to jump in and jump out real quick. Glad I had that headline. But there's so much animosity towards the Cowboys, and not because they're. I like the teams and the player and the fans to say, "Oh, Cowboys suck because they suck," not because they're good. Like that's the hatred that I hate. I hate that hate, the envy. You know that envy. Oh, they win all these championships. Oh, they're not that good. It's like it's envy. It's envy for Cowboys. Alan Wallace says Dak and Zeke didn't revolutionize football. They revolutionized their team. I said Zeke was good, but Dak can't play under the big lights. Dallas is his own enemy and is a bad organization. Maybe because Texas is racist. Texas, depending on where you are, anywhere is racist, really. And could be black people against white people too. Um, with for the time being, Governor Shapiro, he's probably gonna have to walk back his statements. Like I said, the Cowboys are the greatest team ever. They got the money, they got the girls, they're riding off into the sunset. That's why they call it the Cowboys. Everybody loves a cowboy. That's why they voted for President George Bush. He was a cowboy. He was like the retarded cowboy, but he's a cowboy nonetheless. He was Woody from Toy Story. Wizard says, I think Redskins and Dallas well, you said Redskins, you mean Commanders, I think, has the worst organization, but they still bring a lot of money. Yeah, it's true. It's true. And to pay for that $1 billion stadium, you have the WWE, you have the concerts, you have all motor rallies and stuff like that. Did you watch that movie with the Black Cowboys Jay-Z produced? I did not. I did not watch that. I may watch it some other time, but I have not watched it. No. Is it any good? Is it whack? I don't black white Cowboys. The only Cowboys I like, and they're not very good. They're good at their actors. They're great in their roles. Are on Yellowstone. And the situations are interesting, but they're all corrupt, like Sopranos and Breaking Bad. They should all go to jail. But they play out their roles very well. But I don't like black cowboys or white cowboys or any cowboys. I don't like them. Red cowboys, yellow cowboys, brown cowboys. I don't like them. I just don't. I don't care. Like westerns. I never. I just. I, they're boring to me. I don't like westerns. Westerns are corny. Yes. Oh, it was on Netflix. A whole bunch of all-star black actors. I should see that sometime. Pretty soon, probably. I will see that sometime. So. I'll switch it back. So Jonathan Majors was in it and a few others. Well, Majors stock has gone down tremendously since we all know. What was that? What was that? 2023 or 24? I think it was 2023. God, that's so long ago. 2 years ago. But I think with a clear mind and clear-eyed view of the reality of all this, we can definitely say the Philadelphia Eagles are not America's team and never will be. They have 2 Super Bowl rings. They act like they got the best team of all time. That's how sad it is. It's like a little kid on the playground that won one game, of of tag or something like that. They're like, they're the champion. Yeah, I won. Yeah, we won. We won twice. We won 2 rings. Yeah, we got this. Yeah. Let's see the future. Let's see the next 10 years down the line. Let's see the next 10 years how they do. Paul Mooney would have had a field day with Jonathan Majors. Yeah, he would have. He would have had, yeah. The late great Paul Mooney would have decimated Jonathan Majors. It wouldn't have been pretty. It's a shame. I think about the late great um, Paul Mooney in so many instances. What he would have thought about Trump, what he would have thought about the first administration and the second administration, what he would have thought about you know the, the the Jesse Smollett issue. There's so many issues that would happen. The Chris Rock and Will Smith issue. Oh my God, he would have had a field day about that. He would have went bananas. I can just imagine. And Dick Gregory, yes, the late great Dick Gregory. I miss them both. Yeah, he had a perspective that not a lot of people liked, but you had to respect it. But yeah, so fly, die Eagles die on your road to your defeat. That's the whole. That's why I'm yelling till they free Mumia. Don't free Mumia. So Cowboys are America's team. They are really the world's team. No one wants to admit that, but they're the world's team. $10 billion. That's ridiculous. They should have at least 12 championships by now. I'm dumping on the Cowboys. I support the Cowboys. But I can dump on them just the same. I can flip on them like a flapjack on a Sunday morning, like Mr. Tour Star Turning says. I can dump on them because they have so much potential. They have Dak Prescott through 2028. It's a locked in contract till 2028. Then they can free him up and get somebody else. But it's not just Dak. It's got to be the whole entire structure of the team. It's got to be the organization of the managers and everybody that comprises the entire framework of the Dallas Cowboys. Eagles, I think, are, like I said, they had the team. They got it together. They made it work. They made it make sense. They were Super Bowl champions. Let's see what happens next year. Let's see what happens because they fizzled last year. They were not. I think what was hurt, and somebody else was out, and the defensive coordinator wasn't, or something like that, wasn't working like that, and they fizzled out. They started off strong. They were like 5-0, and then they started, going on, and they ended up being 5-12 or something. I don't remember exactly what it was, but I actually look it up. I'll look it up. I'll see what exactly what it was. 2024 Eagles record. 2023. Yeah, the Cowboys were 12-5 last year. They actually had a good season. Eagles are in second place. Neither team went to the Super Bowl. It's just reality. I mean, Cowboys don't suck. They don't suck. They have done poorly. They don't suck. They never have ever had suck. They're pretty good. They just need better management, better framework, better structure, a restructuring, a reorganization. Maybe they'll have something. But the Eagles, you have to give it to them. They have something together. They have Sirianni, they have Hurts, they have who's the guy? Who's the Eagles owner? Forgot his name. And this sucks too because I'm not with Jeffrey Lurie. Jeffrey Lurie. It reminds me of that joke that Paul Mooney said about ball players especially, but basketball players. But why can't white men jump? They don't need to. They own the team. It's like it's the truth. How many black owners of NFL teams are there? Are there exactly zero? How many black? How many black? They're minority owners. Magic Johnson, Venus Williams, and Serena Williams is the largest number of black minority owners in the league's history. Magic Johnson has a limited owner of the Washington Commanders. Venus and Serena first black woman to own a stake in an NFL team. They own a stake in the Miami Dolphins. Minority stakes, not majority stakes, not outright. That's what we should be talking about. Forget the Super Bowl, forget the championships, forget the rings, forget all that. There are very few men and women of color who own teams outright in major sports. There's people like Sheila. Who is it? Juanita, is it Juanita or Sheila? Who owns Miss? Who owns Mystics? She's Sheila Johnson, the former wife of Bob Johnson, the owner of BET or former owner of BET. She had 3 ownership positions with the Washington Mystics in the WNBA, the Wizards, that's you Wizard, with the Washington and the NBA and the Capitals and the NHL. So she's doing the damn thing. Yes, ownership. They will never let African American own it like it's paid slavery. That's what it's looking like to me. That's what it's looking like to me. Sadly to say. But hey, I'd like to thank everybody that came in here. Make sure you already have subscribed. I know. You say, oh, I've subscribed already, Sky. That's cool. Make sure you let more people and just say this guy is a whack job. He's insane. He's crazy, but he has some good perspectives, and let them know, about everything that I'm doing. Also, I want to let you know about my sponsor. I just got my first sale. I'm gonna talk to him about it. I just got my first sale of the the CMOS gel, and I think she had another product. So I'm very excited about that. She used the promo code. That was very exciting. I enjoyed knowing that. So Go to lifestrongapparel.com. Make sure you go to whatever item you want to select. Get the sea moss, get the treats, get the snapback, get the gel. Go to the checkout line. Put in the promo code SKYLER20 Skyler20, and you'll get 20% off your entire purchase. So I appreciate that. Thank you very much for that. Tell them the silly guy Sky Saunders sent you. Also, go to Beha Jackson, or BEEJACKSON 5478 on YouTube.com. He's a childhood actor. He's all grown up now. He has his own YouTube stream. Get his subscriptions up. Continue on with that. He has sardines on the grill, fried chicken, near beer, and talks of female strippers of age, of course. And also, tell him that the silly guy, Sky Saunders, sent you. And my other promoter, my other sponsor, Dot Focus, DOTFOCUS _ Catch him on twitch.tv/about/DOTFOCUS _. And he's an assassin. He's great with the 6 Sauer, I think it is, or some kind of pistol. He's got rifles. He just does an excellent job. So see him on Call of Duty and enjoy that. So I appreciate you all. Thank you very much for watching. Share, and subscribe. Take care.